Hey you guys, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is Varouche and this is the Pick a Card channel, and this is your pick a card for October 2019. I'm excited to be here. I'm offering 3 different options, but each one has a lot of cards. So we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. The cards are chosen from 5 different decks. The first deck is called the Cosmic Tarot, then we have Tarot of the Asians, then we have Tarot of the Vampires, the Cat's Tarot, and Tarot of the Animal Lords. I'm excited to be here. As you know, like and comment to make the energy real. If one option does not work out for you, choose another one or choose another video. So I have a lot of videos out for every single month. I also have an all signs reading out on the main channel for October preview now as well. You can go over there through a link in the description or in the comments, or you can go and go to youtube.com/Varouche and you can see it there, okay? So all my regular readings are coming out soon. If you want another channel to follow by me is youtube.com/Tarot Talk. So I'm excited to be here with you guys to take a look at how your month will progress. Hopefully you've chosen one of the 3 options. Again, feel free to jump around or kind of give different scenarios, like this is what's happening at school, this is what's happening at home, this is what's happening in your love life, for example. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining, and I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is option number 1. As usual, make sure to like and comment to make the energy real. Also, I have an all signs reading out for you guys on the main channel. You can link to that in the description when we're done with this option. Let's take a look. Look how thick my options are today. There's like almost 30 cards, I think. So let's take a look at what's coming for you in October, number 1s. Your first message is the 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, sorry. And so this has a lot to do with shifting priorities. This is an awareness of knowing that you can't be alone to achieve what you want. You're going to have to reach out to someone else in order to achieve the goals that you want at this time. The people with whom you have to compromise with or work together with are not like you. So they may have different priorities. You may find them difficult at times. The next message is the King of Wands. He's a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries. Secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. So he's a just person. He's a fair man. I think that you're looking to build something higher than your abilities. You're trying to build something up to a higher scale than your resources would normally allow. So you're turning towards someone to help you get that leg up, to grow up in some direction. Then you have the Star, which is the card of Aquarius. It's also the card of soulmate. So someone finds you very, very important. They find you very, very irresistible. I feel as though this King of Wands will do pretty much anything they can to keep you satisfied, to keep you happy. So I feel like you have someone who's continually providing support and assistance to you. There's also a person who's going to try to reconnect with you or form a bond again. So there's a little bit of a reunion that could be possible. I feel as though you're making a choice here between working with the person who's sort of unlike yourself and that makes work slower and harder, or taking help from someone who really wants to be in your life. They love you a lot, but I feel like in your heart of hearts, you know you're not meant for them. So you feel like a conflict of interest by choosing their help, because you know your feelings don't fully reciprocate in the way theirs do. Oh, you guys got an extra card. So you have the 4 of Cups. So this person's going to continue to give you offers. They're going to continue to offer to you little things and just give incentive to try to notice them. Somebody continues to push you in order to recognize them, recognize their importance in your life. They feel like maybe you're their soulmate. I feel like you have a conflict of interest. You know you have to roll up your sleeves and do the work yourself, but then you have someone who's willing to roll out the red carpet for you, and that in some way makes you feel like it's an easy solution, but in the long term it's not really a solution. Here's your bonus card. That was just by chance. You have the moon. Okay, so this is the moon. So there's a secret. This is a person who has a secret crush on you. They feel like they will continually try to push and push and push to get into your life. They love you a lot. They want your attention. Let's take a look at our next cards, which are the Tarot of the Cats, and we have the Two of Rods, a change in perspective about a situation. Each one of these cards, decks, I'm going to try to give you a separate message. So if the first message didn't resonate, try this one. There's a change in perspective on a situation, and I feel like there's someone who has a lot of money and a lot of resources. I feel as though someone is trying to convince someone else to come on board to a project or an idea, but the other person has everything that they need, so it's very, very hard for them to feel want or desire to participate in another situation. The next message is we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune, although I personally think it should be ruled by Saturn. So we have delays because somebody doesn't want to come on board in a situation, or somebody's comfortable in the circumstances that they're in. And then we have the moon again. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces a lot in October. But here we have, this is like a little Marilyn Monroe or action or something. A lot of these cats cards have references to movies, Romeo and Juliet. I don't know if that's Rapunzel or what, or maybe 101 Nights, Arabian Nights. And then this is, of course, the singer of Queen. But we have a little bit of a secret again, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. Ironically, both of these are cats, but there's a secret. I feel like this person has a strong pull on you because of their desire for you. So someone loves you a lot. And I think it's a bit of an unrequited love situation where you may like them or admire them or they're nice, but I don't think that you would choose them as your number one. So you feel like at odds because you never want to feign affection. You never want to turn your back on affection. But I feel like in these second cards, there's a delay because someone is not giving over because they have everything they need. Your last card for this message is the Ace of Cups. So the situation is changing. So somebody's been really relaxing, resting on their laurels, and just not coming over it and fully participating in a situation. This isn't Romeo and Juliet. This is actually the guy with the big nose, Cyrano de Bergerac. So this is the guy who told another guy what to say to the pretty girl, but he was in love with the girl. Like, it's a very old story. But anyway, so I feel like, so what I was saying is that there's deception here in the way of Cyrano helping the other man convince the young maiden or feline here to give him love. And then we have the moon here. So there's a lot of deception. I feel as though someone subtly is digging in their heels. That they're not doing it so much that it's going to become a conflict. They're doing it just enough to get away from it. So get away with it and not have someone confront them. And I feel like you will be coming up on a new relationship in love very, very soon. There's going to be a new relationship that is going to offer the things that the other person was not giving to you. And I think you're seeing it for what it is. And there is going to be a period in October in which you're quite frustrated because you're going to be seeing the dishonesty. You've been believing that they're just busy or helping their mom or, just taking all the excuses, but you're coming to realize that they are just excuses. And so I feel like you're stepping out on your own. And fortunately, in this situation, as you step out on your own away from this person, a new relationship starts almost immediately. The Ace of Cups can be a new feeling, a new relationship, or it can also be it could be a new relationship, or it could be a new friendship. The Cosmic Tarot, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups. So fulfillment of wishes. Remember, each line is supposed to be separate in this reading. So we have Queen of Swords. Fulfillment of wishes, someone stands up for themselves. There's a lot of standing up in each line, standing up for yourself against someone who loves you, but you don't necessarily love them back, and they're going to keep pushing to try to win you over, court you, or whatever. And then there's a person with whom you're dealing with. I feel like it's a friend who's sort of been giving you sloppy excuses, and you're going to catch on and find a new path. And here's you, Queen of Swords, standing strong, standing proud, vis-a-vis the opposition, getting what you want, feeling confident for the choices you have made. The Empress is next. She is the mother, the perfect mother. I feel like there is something attached to this King of Wands over here that's very important in your life. So he's there for a reason. I don't think that that's the person you're going to finish your life with or form a relationship with. But him being present in your life is very, very important. And it sort of is leading you on a path to where you're supposed to be. Then we have the Queen of Wands. She's a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries. Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You have a lot of very powerful women on your side. You have a lot of very powerful women who want to help and support you. There's a woman who wants to have a reunion with you and talk about the things that have happened in the past that may have pulled you two apart a little bit. So there's somebody's willing to reunite and fix the relationship. And then the last card is the High Priestess. So this looks like Sex in the City, right? the four women. So there's a really strong girls club around you at this time. I feel like you're the High Priestess, and I feel like they're really watching your back to make sure that you're not getting hurt in circumstances in which other people may be manipulating or trying to figure out some kind of a scenario or situation. Let's take a look at the Tarot of the Vampires. You have the Hierophant first. Okay, Hierophant, that's Taurus. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So far, I feel as though maybe in a school situation, you're trying to deliberate what to do. You're going to try to get out of the way of some problematic situation in terms of a career or a community that you're a part of. I think by the end of October, you're going to be pretty done with any kind of people trying over push others' boundaries. You're going to be tired of lies and deception, people trying to push over towards their win. I think you'll know exactly who your friends are. I think that that's going to be very clear, and it's going to be very clear for you to see which way to go and which way to not go. The next message is, so this is the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, secondary transits in fire. But this King of Cups can actually be any sign. I feel as though many of you are in the process of some serious relationship. For majority of us, this isn't a water sign necessarily. This could be any sign. But this King of Cups is someone who's ready for a relationship, or they want a relationship with the person, the querent, the person who's asking for the reading, which is you watching. So you're already in the process of a relationship. There's some delays, but this is a fated relationship. Okay. And then you have the Devil. This is the Capricorn card. And so I feel like, yes, be careful with the person who wants to reunite with you, the female friend. I feel like she may be the Devil and the Moon here. Just watch out. It may not be terrible, but she may have ulterior motives, or she may have not really fully dealt with the entire situation you were involved in. So, she may be back for more. That's the Devil here. I feel like you want to figure out how to get around a situation that's restrictive. In school or otherwise, there's a situation that doesn't allow you to be you. This person knows about it, this King of Cups, and in some way this person will try to impose some kind of limitations on you as you try to manage the circumstances. So it's important for you to keep very, very flexible over the next month. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I know, but it's Halloween time, so I got to get out my Halloween cards. There you go. And so I have my Halloween nails out too. So I feel as though the circumstances that you're a part of, in which you're sort of not sure which way to go, the situation in and of itself you're supposed to stay in. It feels it feels academic or an established community, but you already know you want to go. There's, on top of that, as you are trying to kind of politely make your exit, there's someone around in the situation who is going to try to impose restrictions, like an authority figure, a teacher, a community leader, whatever. But you're going to find a new path in which you answer to no one, a Page of Pentacles, a new business, something new to focus on. It'll be much better. Let's take a look at your last line, the Tarot of the Asians. So this is the Three of Pentacles, and so this is Four of Pentacles. Sorry, this is all in German. I don't speak German, and I only chose this deck because it matches the background. But we have Four of Pentacles. Careful month this month with money, but you're going to save a lot of money this month. And then we have the Four of Swords as well, and you're going to experience a lot of rest. You're going to have time to rest in October, to really figure things out. I feel like you have to think through a situation. All the people that are wiling out, that are being kind of crazy or selfish or whatever, don't worry about them. Time is going to work things out, and just allow them to be water under the bridge. Whether or not you have a reunion, know that, especially with the King of Wands, this person, you're meant to have that relationship with them. I feel like it's a platonic relationship where one person wants more. The next message is I tried to read it in English. So this is the Queen of Wands, and so the Queen of Wands, I feel like there's some growing up to do. I feel like two people have growing up. I don't feel, let me correct, you need to grow into yourself in terms of what you do, in terms of who you are. But whoever you're dealing with, they have to kind of come into their confidence a little bit more, grow into their energy a bit more. When they do, things will be better. And then we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Very, very high chance for rumors this month. So if somebody, be careful for rumors, be careful. There she is. This is your problem. Boom. I found it. So this Queen of Wands is surrounded by really gnarly cards. I don't think this is the same person. I think this is you. But this Queen of Wands here is the Moon, the Devil, and the Knight of Swords. This to me looks like somebody's coming back for seconds, so be careful with your secrets because they could be spread. Next message is we have the Craft. So this is the Strength card, the card of Leo. There's definitely something on at the end of the month that will make you feel very passionate. Some of you may change jobs or careers in a whole, or change your home place of residence or where you live. And I feel like you'll be receiving certain options that you feel sort of unsure about. So take your time with those, and they're going to be fine. Make sure to like and comment to make this energy real. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And if you don't like this option, choose another one, number 2 or 3. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Guys, thanks for joining me, and welcome to my channel. This is your option 2 for the pick a card for October psychic preview. I also have an all sign psychic preview out on the main channel. It's in the description, so go check that out. I also have a second channel, another channel called Tarot Talk, and it's youtube.com/Tarot Talk, so go follow me there for more info. Like and comment to make the energy real. If you don't like option 2, choose option 1 or 3, and away we go. Let's take a look at your reading. I just did one and it was great, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this one. First message is from the Animal Lords. I have 5 different decks here, as you guys know, and each series of cards is supposed to give you a different message. Yeah? Okay, so first message is the 9 of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. 9 of Pentacles, So you're starting off really strong this month with a lot of money, a lot of resources. I just scared myself with my bracelet. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So money's there. Agreement is not necessarily around you at this time at the beginning of the month. You probably are feeling like, maybe like nobody's coming your way or nobody's seeing it your way. But I think that soon enough, rather than trying to convince them, I think that it's best for you to focus on your financial circumstances right now, follow through with your vision, follow through with what you're doing. The Ace of Cups is next. So this could be to do with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. New relationships possible. I really feel like you should branch out in October and find new friends, new people to interact with. That doesn't mean that who you're interacting with is not good enough, but I feel like if you branch out at this time, this feeling of they don't see it my way, you just need to find people who do. And I think you're choosing people who you know, even though they're not in agreement with you. That's slowing you down. You're not growing as fast as possible. And if you actually found new people to interact with, then you may be able to grow into these ideas that are in your mind at this time. So new relationships possible in October. The Four of Wands, one of my favorite cards in this deck. And so this is Venus in Aries, and this is like the marriage and happy marriage, happy family. I feel like there's a really strong physical connection. In terms of the mind, I don't know if people are see eye to eye. If you're dealing with the Sun and Gemini person, then maybe that's the case, but I feel like there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of compassion. There's physical attraction, but there's not much in the way of mental agreement between people. And you guys get an extra card. So your next message is the Tower, and that's good. It looks like every single, I think I did an extra set of cards for this option, so that's fine. So the Tower, there's a change, right? You can't build love on with disagreement. You can't just sugarcoat things and expect everything to work out. And then you have the Three of Wands. Something's coming through for you to help you in this circumstance. This situation, it's very hard when you know the pink elephant in the room and you haven't talked about it yet, you haven't flushed it out yet. It feels like a situation in which two people haven't talked about the nuts and bolts of their relationship, and there's quite a bit of fear that this is not actually going to be something that is good or worthwhile to delve into, explore more, or move forward with. I think that those kind of fears are going to be put to rest in October. I feel like there is going to be, you've been holding on to a relationship for a while, and I feel like, remember, the relationship can be romantic or platonic. You've been holding on to a relationship for a while, so much so that you may even be wondering about like whether it's worth it, whether it's going to be a worthwhile circumstance for you. And this month in October, you'll be finding that you're more demoralized or you don't believe in this situation. But soon enough, and you even wonder why you are with this person or why you are even interested in this person, you are going to receive a message, a sign, or a symbol that tells you that this is the relationship to be in. I spent way too much on that option. Let's move on. So we have the Sun first. There's a beautiful blessing that's coming into your life, some kind of very lucky thing. I think it's associated with money. There's some kind of a financial boost, a growth potential, and then you have the Tower again. So there's definitely something that you have been avoiding facing for a while, because the Tower's come up a couple times. I do feel it is about talking with someone. So I feel like you need to talk through things, get on the same page, and things will be much better when you do. Remember, when the Sun comes up next to the Tower, it's a much better combination than anything else. But that Ten of Swords with the Tower is really suggesting that there's some kind of conflict going around. Six of Swords, decision to move on. You're very much willing to move on from circumstances, move towards a better option for you. You're being discerning. You're very much being discerning about exactly what you want. and what kind of circumstances you want for yourself and your circumstances. What kind of and what kind of quality you want in your circumstances. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Then you have the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is reunion. This is a bold reunion. This is a bold move towards a reunion when you realize of what you truly want. Somebody's realizing what they truly want. All the lies that they've told themselves are now being put to rest. It's no longer working. So the blueprint is not matching reality in their life, and very likely somebody is reaching for a reunion in a love relationship. Then we have the Nine of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. There's a lot of nines here. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, fulfillment of wishes, and that's here. I feel as though something's going to change very quickly this month, especially around love. If you are dealing with an unrequited love situation, or a situation where someone is breaking up with someone and they're not breaking up with them fast enough, there's someone with whom you've had conflict, but you really love them nonetheless. I feel if you're in one of those circumstances, there's going to be a very quick change in your favor as love wins over reason and all these other things. So I feel like somebody's going to make a drastic move because they understand what is important in their life, and they're going to put things on the line to actually come together, show their love, to begin something, move on from the conflict towards better places. And then you have the Cosmic Tarot, the Two of Swords. Very peaceful. I think this has a lot to do with work and what you have accumulated. So I feel like you've accumulated a lot of success. I feel like you've worked on your own a lot, separated yourself from others, worked alone a lot, and really got some things straight in your life. Especially in your career, it feels like maybe you have now come to peace with the situation. You have come to peace in your circumstances at work. They're quite simple. They're quite elegant. They're not compromised. They're just very, very smooth flowing at this time. I feel like you have respect from your coworkers as well as your boss, and I feel like that growing respect is going to help you as you focus on your career and you continue to grow. That's a really nice message. Then you have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Secondary transits. This is a finally somebody's heart is going to open up, and finally someone who has had a pretty serious grievance. They have in some way gotten very stubborn because of what they believe or what they think. That person's going to break through that wall, that barrier, and open up their heart. You're going to suddenly hear from someone a lot of loving information. The conflict that they have been brewing in, the mental conflict, maybe between you and them, or maybe it's their issue on their own, they're finally reached a point of no return. They're hitting their head against the wall, and now they finally get it, and they're going to open up their heart to you towards peace. You're going to find peace in this relationship. And then you have the Magician. So there's someone who has very good intentions towards others. This is like a person who is quite holy. This person may have in some way influenced the situation in a good direction. So this person had sent in good intentions, good luck on your side. This could literally be a magician or a witch. Remember, this is the card at the center of the reading, so it feels like somebody pulled some either magic or really magical, real life, real world stuff on your behalf. Someone with a lot of power acted on your behalf in order to improve circumstances. This could be like you and your partner were in a huge fight and someone said something on your behalf to kind of save your dignity in the situation or improve their way of looking at things. This isn't about being right and wrong, right? This is about figuring out relationships so that they can be together. So whatever it is, it's very much in your favor. Let's see your next message. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo. A lot of people are getting this because a lot of people are doing their own thing right now. I feel like I feel like somebody is going out on a limb in order to show to someone else that they truly love them. I feel like someone might break away from the people that they know in order to show or say to the person that they love them, to bring them back into their life. And I feel like the people around them are disapproving of their feelings towards this person. So it's like a taboo love, you know, or a love between people whose families do not support them together. This could be very much like Romeo and Juliet, somebody going out on a limb and professing their love. Here is the next message. You have the Temperance card, which is the card of Sagittarius. And so I feel like it feels like a miracle is happening in somebody's relationship. I feel like there is, from a bad situation to a much better situation, things are improving very quickly. Okay, so let's see the next message from the Tarot of the Vampires. We have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She's shown up here as well, so that could be someone of interest. I feel like you feel very satisfied this month with your work. Very satisfied with your work, very happy to be where you are, very happy with the way that things are going. I feel like you feel a lot of autonomy from the people that you're working with. Then we have the Sun. Okay, again, lots of sun in your life this month, which brings a lot of hope, brightness. From a dark place, which is the Tower, comes the sun, which is happiness and joy. I feel as though a relationship will mend, and I think that very likely this is a relationship between two women, like a friendship or something. But there's definitely a reunion for whoever's watching. There's a reunion after a fight. There's a reconciliation, improvement of situations. And then we have the Nine of Cups, again twice, Nine of Cups over here as well. So we have Nine of Cups. Let's see. So we have Nine of Cups here. Breakthrough moment. This person's on your side. Like, it feels like you have like a sugar daddy or something hooking you up for everything that you need. You have someone on your side very much, and they're really facilitating growth and success for you. This could be this person coming back into your life in some way, like fighting her way, like for all the missed opportunities. This person's Queen of Cups, when she's really on your side and she sees like the reason to trust and love again, it's insane. Like, this is the person that you want to be your mom. You know, you want the Queen of Cups to have like to be the person helping you, because she's gonna go above and beyond. So whoever this person is, they really like you. Here is the next message. We have this card, and so this is the Empress. Again, there's a lot of maternal loving energy, lots of women caring for others in their work. Maybe this is you, the Queen of Cups, in some way, finding happiness after an impasse, seeing your way through a situation. And then we have the Empress here. Somebody might propose to someone else. Then we have the Hermit here, the Empress, reunion, Four of Wands. That looks very much like a reunion. And an engagement. Here is your last card from this deck, the Two of Pentacles. So go slow this month. Rome wasn't built in a day. Miracles happen quickly, and then it's going to go slow. So the timing of your month is kind of wonky. You're not sure where you're standing. Suddenly there's like a lot of energy. Things change very quickly. I think because of an external reason, an external variable. I feel as though sudden improvement in a relationship with someone's working on your half behind the scenes. Very good energy in terms of work. You're on top of your game. You're doing well. And I feel as though slowly and surely somebody's nurturing personality is bringing two people together. Somebody's very caring, nurturing personality is drawing in love, and it's going to take time. It's a slow process, but it's going to really come together. Last line. Okay, so let's find out what your last message is. We have the Ten of Wands. You're very busy. Yes, every one of you knows this. In work, it's going to be a very, very busy month. Sorry, this card doesn't fit in this spot, but it's a very busy month this month, so be patient. And then we we have the Tower 3 times, you guys. Something huge is about to change. Huge. This person's going to change your life for the better. I feel like somebody's coming in. I told you, she's applying so much love. And look, tower, sun, tower, sun, tower, tower. There was no sun over there, but I feel like there's a lot of love being poured into a difficult situation and salvaging it from a very bad place. Here is the next message. We have the Chariot, overcoming. This is the Dare Wagon. This is the card of Cancer. Somebody's overcoming blocks in love. I feel as though there was barriers to love, barriers in the ability to love, immaturity and whatever. And I feel like somebody's overcoming that. And then we have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Somebody's getting into their feelings. This really looks like a petition. It looks like an ultimatum. No, it looks like engagement. It looks like somebody requesting someone to be closer to them. There's a lot of love here. There's a reunion. There's marriage, coupledom. There's a lot of energy here about those types of things. So you get that for choosing this option. And then we have the World as the outcome. That's beautiful. You're going to get everything you want. And I know that sounds like a big statement, but I think that the things that are changing for you in October are slow to start. There's going to be a very quick change. All this Tower action, there's going to be a quick change, and then it's going to be a very slow start, quick change at the beginning, and then a very slow movement towards improvement in the direction of where you truly want to go. And so I feel as though things will slow down for you slowly over the next few months with regard to work. Not less money, just less busy than you have been. And I feel like people have to in some way own their feelings and step into their feelings and make the right gestures towards you in the appropriate way. Okay, so like and comment to make the energy real. If you don't like this option, choose number 1 or 2. Remember, I have an all signs reading on the main channel, youtube.com/Farouche. It's linked in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your option 3 and I'm excited to be here. My name is Farouche and this is the Pick a Card channel, youtube.com/Pick a Card. I have an all signs reading up for you guys for every single sign on the main channel. For the psychic preview for October, you can get it in the description, okay? Like and comment to make the energy real. If you don't like this option, choose number 1 or 2 and get another message, okay? So I'm super excited about this spread. I have 5 decks of cards with 5 cards each. That's 25 cards. So let's start off. Each deck is supposed to have its own message, but they're sort of fluid and interact with each other. So you'll see in a moment how that works. We have the 5 of Wands first, okay? So a little bit of stress to start off with, a little bit of stress, a little bit of nervousness there. Somebody's ready for a fight. Somebody's nervous about the way that things have been going for them, and I feel like somebody's ready for a fight. Somebody's ready for confrontation. There's a Knight of Pentacles around, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This is a lot to do with industry. Somebody has business plans in mind. I feel as though the situation will be very much tempered down because this person's going to come on the scene and they're going to calm this down. So there's not going to be any conflict there. We have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It's almost Scorpio season. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios in October. So we have Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's someone who has asked someone to speak on their behalf to calm a situation down. They really want to avoid conflict, and I feel like that's going to be easy to do. So there's a more senior person asking this Knight of Pentacles to step in on a situation and calm down the conflict. And then we have the 8 of Cups, which is Saturn in Pisces, 8 of Cups. Saturn in Pisces. And I feel as though this has been an ongoing problem in a situation, and people are sort of done dealing with the situation right now. They're not feeling, how do you say this? It's like Bobby's gotten stressed out again, and Bobby gets stressed out all the time, and then the whole family needs to step in and help Bobby. But people are just they're still doing the intervention, but they're kind of done with it. I picked an extra card for this deck, so you guys get an extra card. We have the Knave of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Oh, one person is not into helping anymore. So it's like, it feels like somebody has a chronic issue, a continual issue that causes stress. Everybody's helping them with it. One person's not having it. The Knave of Swords. They're not waiting. They're not patient in the situation. Hermit. They're alone in this situation, and they're alone in their feelings. So if you're the person who suddenly feels like someone around them is not giving them support in the way that they had hoped they would receive, it's because this person is going off on their own to do their own thing. They're emotionally not connected to the situation, while the other two people, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, are. So this circumstance will get resolved. Okay, next message from the Tarot Cats. We have the Three of Swords first. So that's going to hurt a little bit. Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be a little bit of people who should have been there for you have not been. So people who should have been there for you may have not been in the full way that you had hoped. And then we have the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. The reason you're experiencing these problems is that what's coming up for you in the future, you're going to be so successful. That's the emotional pain that you're feeling right now has everything to do with the fact that someone who's a lesser person than you are is trying to take down you a notch. So make sure that these circumstances are difficult when people come at us to try to lower our dignity, lower our status and our profile. They're often people like a knave, like just very young, immature energy, reckless and wasteful. And I feel like you're too kind to call it what it is. But I feel like in this situation you see it more clearly. And it really has to do with what you're going to grow into and who you're going to be. So the heartbreak, yes, you feel sad and disappointed that someone can't be happy for you as you feel the pressure and the responsibilities mount. But also at the same time, you recognize that this is what's happening, that you have something good that's happening for you. There's people on your side. And somebody is not getting the attention that they're used to, and so therefore they might cause a little bit of unrest, a little bit of nervousness at most. The next message is the Two of Pentacles. And so this is careful movement forward towards a good direction. The Queen of Cups is the person who is organizing people on your behalf. So this is the person who has a lot of faith behind you. I feel like this person wants to help you. This person is imploring others to be kind and considerate and to give you the support. She sees that you need support in what you're doing with your life, with your career. You're doing something very special, and she understands that you can't do it by yourself. She's kind and considerate, and so she's providing you that nurture. Then you have the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of work here. Whatever your Mozart right here, the cats have little themes for them. Three of Pentacles, working hard towards the work that you're being treated by a family member, by someone very close to you, as if they were your coworker or something like that. And it does not feel nice. It feels like the saying, I never thought you would stoop so low. I never thought that you would stoop so low. So I feel like there's somebody's holding that feeling that they don't believe that somebody would actually be the way they were. Yeah, so that Knave of Swords is bad news. We have the Devil card here for Halloween. Oh, so scary. What a scary kitty. Okay, so we have Jack the Ripper kitty as the devil. So this person is no good. They could be a Virgo, because this is the Virgo card. This could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but it can be any sign. You know who it is. It's the person with no feelings. And this is a narcissist alert, because when you have the Eight of Cups next to a court card, that's very likely somebody's not feeling feelings. Here is the next message from the Cosmic Tarot. That was a little cheeky. Seven of Pentacles, saving for... So you're really serious about your future. You're very serious about where you're building your life towards, saving your money, and it's almost like, don't waste my time with these strange, attitude shifts and whatever kind of behaviors that are going on that are causing you to in some way take notice. But you still continue to grind it out and work hard towards a great outcome. You have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Secondary transits in fire. He could be any sign. This really represents a man who is ready and willing to express commitment towards you. Look, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So you have quite a bit of people who are really on your side and who are quite strong. Two kings and a queen. So there's definitely people on your side, and this really this is telling me to tell you guys to say, don't get distracted by silly pages when you have very astute and good quality of people around you. Your focus is supposed to be on building what you're building right now with your career or your work or whatever you're doing, your schooling. And these people see the value of what you're doing. So you have fans, you have a team, you have people on your side, and this person's on your side too. But I feel like there's other people, they're just loose, straggling people that in some way don't give you that respect that these people give. So don't give them time, don't give them attention. You don't need the distraction. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles at the center, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She's right at the center of your reading. So this is all about personal boundaries, carefully moving things along. I feel like you see your value and you need to apply your value at this time towards your work or whatever you're doing, because it's going to go very, very far. The next message is the Emperor. Okay, so Emperor, this is a business issue. You're putting your business or your career or your work in line or at the hands of someone who's reckless. So reckless, there's someone who's reckless. You're putting, what it feels like, you're putting the things that matter in the way of people who don't matter. So you're putting at the risk of influence from people who don't matter. You're putting the things that matter in front of the sword of people who don't matter. The people within the reach of people who don't matter. So this is a big warning for you to not necessarily give over so much towards people who don't matter, because they're going to do this to whoever they come across anyway. The next message is the Seven of Wands, sticking up for yourself. Yeah, there's going to be a big business move, a big business decision. If you're wanting to be nice or wondering to be nice, this is telling me everything. It's saying don't worry about being nice or trying to find apology and all of those things. This person will do they're just reckless. They're without feelings towards you. They would stab you in the back at the drop of a coin, a drop of a needle. I don't know. They would just do bad things to you, no matter. They would do bad things to you, given the chance. But you're putting your business, the things that are so valuable, right at their feet. So stick up for yourself. There's going to be a big reckoning here, a big moment in which you say, nope. Seven of Wands, Saturn in Leo, I'm going to stick up for myself, So you are very much Tarot of the Vampires. Okay, so we have the Death card first. This is the card of Scorpio, change and transformation. You're gonna grow up this month a little bit. I feel like you're gonna grow up and no longer feel hurt towards people who don't deserve your sadness on their behalf. So like, don't cry towards people who are trying to hurt you. And I feel like I think that something's gonna click in your mind, and you're gonna, you can theoretically know these things, but until it's in your heart, that's when the magic happens. So I feel like the magic is here, where you change your willingness to give so much time towards someone who's just coming at you with a sword. Here is the next message. You have the Three of Swords. You're pulling off the bandage. You're pulling off the bandage totally. Just ripping it off. Three of Swords, telling the truth how it is. You feel guilty towards 3 ex-boyfriends or 3 ex-girlfriends, depending on what your preferences are. And that guilt towards those relationships is in some way making you feel like you can't enjoy a good life now. You need to deal with those feelings. 2 of Cups next, love. Somebody loves somebody. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're feeling a lot of heartbreak and loss for having missed an opportunity to be in a relationship with you. And this could have been from the past. It could be any water sign. It could be any sign. But because of this card, it makes me wonder if it's a Scorpio. But there's definitely a man who's missing a woman a lot, and he has a very broken heart. Or there's actually multiple men missing a woman who they missed an opportunity with, and she's moving on towards a new relationship where she feels supported and where she's stood up for herself, and where she has stood up for herself. For some of these women, it will be their own business, where they stand up against the people that it feels like women have been running into the arms of men where they've been experiencing heartbreak and loss because they have been sort of like chased, like a herding dog with sheep. So in some way, this feels like someone's been making this Queen of Pentacles, who's at the center of our reading today, rush into the arms of men where there has been a broken heart. But this time around, this Queen of Pentacles is looking straight forward into where she's going. She's feeling super confident, and she's ready to confront that herding dog. The herding dog is a person, a circumstance, or a situation that in some way is making a person panic and make choices that make them, that have them end up in bad circumstances that cause them heartbreak. This month, in October, this Queen of Pentacles, which I think is you watching, hi guys, is going to in some way show love towards herself, stand up for herself, and move forward on her own terms and confront this point of stress and agitation, frustrated energy that makes you nervous and makes you kind of try to run away from it. And it's sort of, how do you say, maybe not stalking, but it's sort of always there and lingering and pestering at you. You're going to find a solution towards removing yourself from that situation. And I feel like this Queen of Cups has been working very vehemently to try to support you in that, moving away from the stress. I actually forgot that our first card was the Five of Wands, which is the stress card. So stress is going to change to confidence this month for you if you chose number 3. Then you have the Three of Rods, positive outcomes in business, positive outcomes in love, and the Three of Cups, a reunion. Again, Three of Cups, which kind of Three of Pentacles here? Reunion, Three of Cups. A lot of people want to reunite right now that summer's over. Confidence. I feel as though there's a man, one of these 3 men, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, is missing you a lot. There's going to be an attempt at a reunion. There's definitely someone who's missing, and who's missing you because they didn't recognize the love that they had lost, and they are recognizing their feelings now a little too late, too little too late. But not necessarily a bad thing, not necessarily. There's going to be someone who has learned their lesson in their relationship with you, offer a reunion towards you after you put your foot down in this stress situation that's been kind of showing up in your life for many years, I would say. This is a pattern situation that keeps showing up and heckling you or whatever, distracting you from what you should be doing towards feeling nervous and trying to run away. And I feel like you're going to very much put your foot down on that, move away from it, and then around the corner is going to be one of these guys. I think it's the King of Cups, who is going to in some way try to reunite because they're missing you quite a lot. Here is the next message. You have the Devil again. You could be dealing with a Capricorn too. Career, success, business. I feel like you're going to really get your act together this month in terms of career. No distractions. Your mind is clear. Your mind is strong. You're making moves. The next message is the Four of Cups. So there's going to be an offer, an unexpected offer. There he is, King of Cups again, making an offer, owning his shit, owning his feelings, being honest. I just got the message moving in together, so for some of you that might be the truth. And then you have the Six of Wands, victory and success. Look at her look up, just so innocently, just looking up to the sky, and everything is like working to her advantage. She's navigated a difficult situation or several different situations, and she's been very patient through it. That could be you or that could be someone around you. And through weathering all these circumstances, living through life and all these different scenarios, she's become victorious because it hasn't killed her yet. So we have the King of Pentacles again, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I could be wrong. It could be this King of Pentacles who's going to be knocking on your door very, very soon, coming back towards something. So if you have been left by someone for work reasons, so he left you because he had to work somewhere, a passion project or career, he's coming back because that passion project or career, it lost its glimmer of hope. But then again, you got to figure out if you want that kind of relationship, because what happens when the next passion project or career shows up for him. But the King of Pentacles is coming in again. And then we have the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus. So he could be a Taurus for some of you. A lesson. I think that you're taking a position of authority, that's for sure. And it's leadership by example. So there's not that much talking. There's just a lot of doing to showing your presence and your strength. And so that's going to lead to a position of authority. I feel as though there's great success for you in business. And I feel like you're, with dignity, you're sort of holding your head up and you're kind of sticking up for yourself, or you're sticking up for what you feel you should be doing within a situation, you should be doing within a situation. And speaking, I feel as though there's a lot of like you speaking to the last several months or years with other people from a position of authority. So you sort of are not only sticking up for yourself, but you're also speaking of your experiences that were very emotionally involved to other people, and you're sharing with them your impressions and experiences of the feelings that you have had. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. So you're basically being Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. He got hurt, and then when he healed himself, he taught other people how to heal themselves. So you're very much in that phase of having healed your wounds. You are now sharing with other people how to heal theirs and the lessons that you've learned from your experiences. So maybe writing a book or maybe sharing some information, but you're definitely sharing knowledge that you have learned going through difficult times. So what this to me shows is that someone has lived through a lot of experiences, and now you're working your way through several complicated relationships towards a position of authority and leadership. So that's great. Make sure to like and comment to make the energy real. If you don't like this option, choose number 1 or 2. I also have an all signs reading, one reading for every single sign on the main channel, youtube.com/Varouche. You can find that link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Happy October and happy Halloween.